All right guys, welcome back to TBN Off-Road. Today we're installing the Genright 15-gallon gas tank into Corey's LJ behind me. It's an 04 LJ. Corey, why'd you decide to buy this tank?
Future growth.
Future growth. We might stretch this down the road. We're not sure yet. We're just making provisions. So we've got to drop the old tank, pull the sending unit out of it, put it in the new one, hook everything back up. So let's get after it. All right, so the first thing we had to do was take all of the screws out of the bezel. We'll remove the bezel, then we'll put the gas cap back on just to make sure we don't get any dirt or debris in there while we're doing the removal process. All right, next you've got to get underneath, see if this will focus. There's a zip tie holding the vent tube to the fill net. Corey just cut that. All right, so we needed to depressurize the fuel rail system. I'm pretty sure it's buried underneath that compressor. So the easier way is gonna be to start the Jeep. We'll just go ahead and pull the fuel pump relay and run it till it dies. So go ahead, Corey. I think we're good. All right, so the next thing we have to do, we're on the passenger side of the Jeep. Gotta come under here, disconnect that evap connection and that guy right there. Fair warning, be careful with these, everything's really brittle. I said I had that collar popped and it's actually this little button on top. You have to press down on that and then pull. We ended up actually kind of breaking this. If I can get you up there, this guy right here snapped a little bit, so we'll have to get everything off and kind of see what we need to replace. So next, we are underneath the driver rear. You've got an electrical connection. You got to pop the red tab and disconnect that. And then the directions said 2 fuel lines. I'm looking at 3, so we're just going to disconnect everything. All right, we popped the connections off. Corey's removing, if I can focus for you, removing the rear bolts. And then there's either 3 or 4 in the front. All right, Corey's got one over here he's working on. It's an aftermarket setup. And then there's 2 on this side. Give you guys a little better view of what we're looking at. There's the lines all disconnected. Those were a pain to deal with. You really had to press those top tabs apart. We're trying to figure out a way to get to that left bolt with the differential in the way. And then Corey's already removed his bolts over here. You got it all out? All right, everything's loose. Let's go ahead and drop it, making sure all our lines are disconnected. Slowly with the worst jack in America. Sorry, Chubbs. What are we connected to?
Everything on my side looks unconnected.
Is it hanging on something? Yep, we're good, we're free. Oh, filler neck. All right, go ahead. I'll just see if I can feed it. There we go, beautiful. Shoving it down, hang on. There, she's good. Nailed it.
Your way.
Now that we got the tank out, we're gonna go ahead and pull all the lines off and transfer over to the new tank. Oh, all right, next we're pulling the sending unit out. Corey's using his gorilla strength. Gently.
Put
pivot that way. The arm goes towards Yep. Yep. Now do a 90. Yeah, we didn't need that gas anyways.
Forgot we had to reuse parts. We're pre-cleaning the tank.
Yeah.
We're really good at making messes over here.
Specialty. Try not to get as much mud in there as possible. Yeah.
Like a glove.
In there like swimwear. Plastic threads. Some mud in there.
The mud adds lubrication and sealing.
Yeah. It's like the poor man's Loctite.
Some Kentucky Loctite.
Still doesn't want to go on there straight. But that's probably helps a lot. Something does not want.
Guys, this is Bryce. This is my cousin, certified mechanic, so this is a professional job now.
Forklift mechanic. Hey.
That's for my knee.
All right, so we opted to actually remove the sending unit and remove the all the plumbing because we want to get this up in here to mark the holes and go ahead and drill everything. That way we didn't have any chance of damaging the all the lines on top of the tank. Get you guys closer.
Get a porta power, it'll be alright. We're hung up on something, hold on. Holes are lined up.
Look up here.
Well, check that fitting. That fitting looked like it was getting hung up earlier. Hold on.
Fitting.
You guys can see it.
Yep, that fitting's clear.
That little ear over there is what we're trying to work on. Gotta mark that hole.
Oh.
So we're having an issue because this Jeep was previously modified before Corey got it. It looks like this is not the stock cross member back here. So when we put the tank up, the cross member is actually hitting the top tabs of the frame. So we're gonna go ahead and notch this out with a plasma cutter. Shove the tank back up in here, and we're probably gonna have to make some different brackets for the top of the gas tank mount, but we'll figure that out here in a minute. I bet that's hot. Well, like most things, we have no idea what we're doing, so everything you're about to see is completely unnecessary. We ended up putting the tank about an inch higher than it needed to be, and oh well, Corey got some extra ground clearance out of it. So we've been messing around with this tank here. It's the next day. We were having some issues trying to make fitment work with some previously modified shock mounts in the back. We've cut those off. We've got the holes mounted for the front of the tank, and we're just going through drilling those holes now, so stay tuned. Update, Corey's dead. We got one hole drilled. It's been a while. We drilled a 3/8 hole. You have to drill all the way through both sides of the frame rail, and then a 5/8 hole on the inboard side of the frame rail. So we just spent the last hour drilling one. We're gonna move to the other side. Victory. That took entirely too long. You can kind of see we started tapping in the first crush sleeve. It's a nice tight fit. I think we smoked the drill bit on the final hole. And then on this other side, we've drilled out, same thing, 5/8 hole. We'll slide the crush sleeves in there and then get the tank up and see how she fits. Holes are drilled. We've got the crush sleeves in place. Bolts slid through in order to hold those in. Same for the other side. We'll go ahead and slide the tank up in. We got everything mounted and see if she fits. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.